What's up, YouTube? If you don't know, we got the Thunderbird alignment done the other day, and we drove it back from Anger, which is about a 20 to 30 minute drive for us. Took us a little longer due to some unforeseen events. I've already started fixing some of the issues I had. I'm going to go through and explain what went wrong and what worked well. The biggest issue was we had a vapor lock issue and we had a overheating issue. It started vapor locking immediately. Well, it started vapor locking about 10 minutes into the drive, and it was because I had a plastic filter there that I was using just to see if the fuel was coming in clean. It was coming in clean. I just forgot to take it out before I took it on a longer drive than idling in the driveway. Our temperature sensor was reading hot, so I don't trust that gauge that I have in there, so I'm going to replace the gauge with this gauge, which is same brand, but it's a little bit nicer of a gauge. It is a plug gauge, whereas the other one has this weird tube coming out of the back of it, which I think I messed up when I was installing it into the car a couple months ago. So I'm going to switch that out, and I'm not positive, but our power steering pump may be spinning backwards from the rotation it's supposed to be. Ford had two different rotation pumps. One was counterclockwise and one was clockwise. I did a lot of research trying to figure out which way this pump is supposed to spin, but because I do not know what year my timing cover is off, or what year motor my timing cover is off of, I might have wired it up or ran the belt where the power steering is the water pump is spinning backwards. So I will be changing the belt around for that. Some good things that happened on this trip. Brakes worked great. I'm really happy with my big brake upgrade. They stopped like a charm. I'm happy that my used power steering pump out of the LKQ did not leak and explode everywhere. Power steering worked great. So that's all good. The alignment on this car is a little janky. I have to have some positive camber because this driver's side caster camber plate cannot be adjusted out far enough. I do not know if that's because either the spindle's bent or maybe the lower control arm could be bent. I'm not sure. So right now we're just going to run a little bit of positive camber. It's not enough to really notice it on the road, but if I was to try to track the car, it would be enough that it wouldn't handle to its maximum potential. On the drive home yesterday, I didn't notice anything. It wasn't too jerky in the road. It seemed to do fine. Just not sure how it would do at the higher speeds at the road course, or if I was trying to autocross and had to have all those precise turns. I think I'll fix that by upgrading my coilovers later on, and when I do that, I might do the lower control arms that are adjustable. But right now it's all about just getting on the road, getting this thing some drive time, and working out the bugs. So that's what we'll be doing. So we're going to start the workout today by removing the old temp sensor to put in the new one, just to see if that fixes some of our issues. And get an accurate reading of the temperature of the car. Currently, the temp sensors that's in it reads at 190 if the car has been sitting in the sun all day, turned off. So I just don't think it's very accurate. So we'll get rid of all that junk. See, this temp gauge definitely doesn't work. It's reading 240 right now, and the car hasn't been on in a long time. Moved it 10 feet today total, and it ran for maybe 5 minutes. So I just don't think it's working. The new one's reading at 0, so that's good. Red wire. This one's the red. So it goes there. We have got our new temp gauge installed into our cluster here, and it's running out to the front, and it's installed in spot number, this one, on key on power. And I've got some other fuses that I could put into it because I don't think it's going to need a 30 amp fuse. My windows need a fuse as well, so 15 for both. The windows below the 15, I'm going to put this 30 in it. So there we go, new temp gauge installed. Throw this here. Okay. All right, that should spin. know we were running the belt rib size against the smooth side on the water pump, but I think it's gonna have enough tension that it won't matter now. Alright, that's back together. I guess we could fire the car up and see if it pulls that coolant level down.
You want to put your breather on?
Well, we got a new breather because this was probably 30 years old and gross. So, ta-da! Nice, shiny, and new. So, we've made all the adjustments that we think was needed after doing the initial drive. Got rid of our plastic filter there so it shouldn't vapor lock anymore. We've got our water pump spinning the right way so it shouldn't overheat. And we've got a new thermostat in it so it'll read correctly.